I don't care if you're a fan of the Jays tanking, a fan of the Blue Jays winning, hell, a fan of any sport when it comes to tanking or winning. Getting walked off sucks. It sucks. Blue Jays get walked off at Wrigley Field 6-5 by the Chicago Cubs, the very mid Chicago Cubs at that. And the Blue Jays winning streak comes to a close. And it's very unfortunate, right? Because, the Blue Jays were down 5-2 in the ninth, and you're thinking, it's curtains, it's over, it's done. Well, they crawl back, and they find a way to tie it. Vibes are immaculate. My guys Mo and Rob are there, and I can only imagine how fired up they were. Vladdy makes that great play in the bottom half of the ninth inning. You're thinking, it's a possibility. And in the top of the 10th inning, Vladdy's leading off. Well, he flies out to deep left. Horwitz lines out to center. Kirky grounds out, and you don't score, and then you get walked off. It sucks. It really does. But let's break down the game for its whole. Bottom half of the first inning with 2 out, makes a really bad mistake to Yariel Rodriguez to Cody Bellinger, who crushes one deep to right. It's a 2-run shot, scoring Ian Happ. It's 2-0 Cubs just like that. And it stays that way till the top of the fourth inning, when Ernie Clement gets an infield single, and Dansby Swanson fires it away. In comes Spencer Horwitz, and the Blue Jays are within 1. It's 2-1. Top of the fifth inning, Leo Jimenez. It looked like it was the changeup from Kyle Hendricks, and he golfed this thing to left field, but he crushed it. Deep and gone. His second big league homer, and we're tied at 2. But in the very next half inning, Pete Crow-Armstrong, or PCA for short, and Ian Happ, and Miguel Amaya, go back to back. It's not great. And now you're down 4-2. After the hard work, you tie the game up, and it's just like that. You give it up. And then at the bottom of the 7th inning, Ian Happ, solo shot. It's now 5-2. And you're thinking, well, this is over. A lot of people probably turn their TV offs. I know Robin Mode probably did not leave. They bring in Hector Neris. And Kirky, it's a single to center field. Will Wagner, as per usual, single to center field. There's 2 on and nobody out. Now, Ernie Clement grounds out. Kirky's out at third, so they get the lead runner. He's still first and second, but now only 1 away. Joey Lopervito hits a single to center field, scoring. It's base loaded now. And I can't remember again. I was getting my teeth brushed. Yeah, I was getting my teeth clean. Will Wagner scores. I don't know if it was a wild pitch or what the hell happened, but regardless of that, let me see if I can figure it out. Nope, just says he scored. So he might have just scored on the play. It might have been an error. Who knows? Doesn't say. Regardless, it's a 5-3 game. You still have 2 on. And Leo Jimenez strikes out. So the Jays are down to their final out in the 9th inning. And George Springer drills one to left field. And if you look back at it now, man, give me an extra 5 to 10 feet. That thing is gone. And it's a 3-run shot. But instead, it's a 2-run triple. Scoring Ernie Clement and Joey Lopervito. And we're tied at 5. Springer gets the 2-run triple in the 9th. And we're right there. But as I mentioned, bottom half of the 9th inning, great job from Genesis Cabrera as per usual. 1, 2, 3. Go to extras, and Vladdy flies out with Varsho at second base. Again, one of your best base... Sorry, let me phrase that. Your best base runner in Dalton Varsho at second. You're right there with Vladdy coming up to start the inning. He flies out. Horwitz lines out. Kirky grounds out. You get nothing. And you go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. They bring in Chad Green, as you would. And Ian Happ's at second base. Michael Busch walks. And then Seiya Suzuki punch one through the left side for a base hit. Ian Happ scores. You get walked off. So again, like I mentioned, all the emotion of coming back in the 9th inning. Everyone's hyped up. We're feeling good. Just to get it ripped out of you in the next, inning and a half. That sucks. The Jays' record now falls to... That is incorrect. It is 57-65. They're 8 games under 500, and they lose the opener of this series. I don't like that, Kyle Hendricks was off the hook, right? 5 innings of 1 earned run. Nah, it's not good enough. Dude's got an ERA of 6 and almost 6.5 this season. You look at his game logs. He was good in his last outing against the Twins. He's been actually better his last few starts, but in the end, the Jays offense is no good. What am I talking about, right? You'd like to see it. And for Yariel Rodriguez, it wasn't great. Let's get to the player stats, shall we? All right, George Springer 1 for 5, but who cares? It was a two-run triple, for God's sakes. Fine by me. Varsho 1 for 5. The only guy to not have a hit today, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who went 0 for 5 today. Yeah, baseball. It's a crazy thing, isn't it? 1 first across the board, except when you get down to Will Wagner, another help multi-hit day. He was 2 for 4, scored a run. Ernie Clement, 2 for 4, had an RBI and scored a run. Joey Loperfido, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Leo Jimenez, 1 for 4, obviously had the home run. And you had 10 hits. You had 10 hits, but you struck out 11 times. And considering that Kyle Hendricks struck out 2 guys through 5, that means the other 5 innings you struck out 9 times. Let's go through them real quick. So, Drew Smiley, who commanded the bullpen to relieve Kyle Hendricks, struck out 3 guys. Jorge Lopez struck out 2. Hodge struck out 2. Hector Neris struck out 2. You got to find a way to put the ball in play to make something happen. And it did not happen in the latter frames. And you go to the Blue Jays starting, or I guess the pitching staff. Yariel Rodriguez, look, the long ball killed him today. He allowed 3 homers. It's not good enough. 5 hits, only had 4 hits. 3 of which left the ballpark. 4 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. He walked 2. I believe 1 of which was, let me check that. First inning, was that a leadoff walk? Strikeout, hold on a minute. No, it was a leadoff double, so it wasn't the walk. The walks didn't come back to hurt him, but regardless, he wasn't all that great in the outing today. 3 bombs, you can't get through 5 innings? Not good. Tommy Nance threw a clean inning, allowed a hit. Brendan Little went an inning, allowed the home run to Ian Happ. Eric Swanson threw a clean inning of work. Obviously, Genesis Cabrera had a clean inning and had a strikeout. And of course, Chad Green didn't get an out, walked the guy, allowed the hit, and allowed the Jays to get walked off today, unfortunately. So that's how the game went. Not great. We move on to tomorrow because, let's be honest, it's just a countdown to the end of the season. Chris Bassitt gets the mound for the Blue Jays. Justin Steele gets the ball for the Cubs. 2:20 first pitch again tomorrow afternoon in Game 2 of this 3-game set. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, well, certain parts, I guess. Not many parts, really, but certain parts. Hit that like button, I do appreciate it. The subscribe button, you guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys, of course, Jays Edition, tomorrow afternoon. Game 2 of this 3-game set against the Cubbies at Wrigley Field. Chris Bassitt, Justin Steele is a pitching matchup at 2:20. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the result of today's game. Talk to you guys then.